Hi, everybody. Hey,
Hey.
guys. Welcome to another episode of Tempo Girl Talk. We are here again. This is like our fourth episode here on YouTube, and it's our first episode on YouTube with Leslie.
So excited.
Yes, welcome back, Leslie. It's been a minute. We really, really missed you. So
Thank
we're so happy
you.
that we're all here again. Oh man,
Mhm.
I'm so excited, guys. So, So first things first, we have a lot of topics to get through today. So we need not do a lot of introduction today because we gotta get right into it. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot we gotta talk about. So our first topic of the day is self-love versus negative energy, whether in friendships or relationships. So who wants to start this one?
Welcome back, Leslie. I'm just
Right. She's like, welcome back, Leslie. Jump in first. Come on.
I knew Sasha was going to do that. Yeah, I'm really bothered by negative energy, especially in friendships, because
joking.
I find it could be so insidious. You may not even realize that what you're getting is negative energy. Some people cloak it as constructive criticism or advice or what have you. And while there are some friends who are being constructively critical, and there are others who are giving good advice. Sometimes, as I said, it's hard to differentiate whether this person just a hating spirit or if she actually, or does this person actually care about me?
Mhm.
Um, but then it's so important for you to love yourself so that I think that the more you love yourself, not only are you better able to love others, but you're also better able to be more introspective and, take a look at yourself and say, okay, let me be critical about what I'm doing here or whatever is going on with me here, so that you don't necessarily depend so much on the opinions of others or what they may have to say about you. So feel free to add.
Yeah, I think that's so true. Like whenever you're hanging out with a friend or even the thought crosses about like talking to them, whatever, you should never feel drained. Like it should never pull you down and you should never have to anticipate like, oh, like I don't really want to do this with this person and whatever. And a good friendship should leave you feeling energized and motivated and like like-mindedness and whatever. And it maybe because I'm getting older in age, I'm starting to realize that a smaller friend group is the way to go because not everybody is your friend. And you really only need maybe 1 to 5 close friends. The circle really does get small because every level that you level up, not every one of them friends is supposed to come with you on that next level because that's when the negativity really starts to come because they start to see the light in you and whatever it is. And exactly like what you said, Leslie, once you start to learn to love yourself and reflect on yourself and whatever, you don't need that from other people, the criticizing and stuff. And then you get that fine-tuned magnifying glass when you can see that their criticism is not necessarily constructive at all. It's coming from a place of jealousy or they want you to stay down on that level, and which is unfortunate, but some friends just come and go. There's not all of them are meant to be with you forever, and you get to learn that as more as you love and you respect yourself, and then the ones who love and respect you come and they stay, and whatever it is, life is interesting like that. Mhm.
And the only thing I would add to what you said, Joanna, is yes, as we get older, our friend groups tend to get smaller. Like I see lots of people posting stuff about, oh, I'm gonna start weeding out my friends and da, da, da. You don't even need to do that.
Yeah, that's so
As you
extra.
level up,
Yeah.
you realize certain people going with you and others are just staying down. And it's not up to you to look back and try to reach back for them. I mean, if they're going to stay on your level, they're going to stay on your level. And if not, well, then it's not meant to be anymore. Some people just in your life for a season. So
Exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like certain friends come in your life for certain life lessons and I find that like there's this meme that I saw. It's kind of it made me laugh because it's like my circle's so small I almost cut myself off, because it's like at the end of the day, all you need is like, for me, I can literally count all my friends on one hand, and like those are my die-hard friends, and I know they have my back for everything, and they support me. Where I had friends in the past who were either envious or didn't really want to see me up there, or if I succeeded and they were still here, they weren't happy about it, and that kind of negativity, it really brings you down, and then you start to feel like, hey, I can't confide in you in this, I can't talk to you about this, I'm gonna not tell her about this because how she's gonna react to it or something like that. And it's so strange because the other day, like, something kind of popped up again, like an old friendship, and I was just shocked. I didn't know how to like respond to it, so I thought about it, and I think I made the right decision, because I'm like, that there's no reason to bring that friendship back. I just find that it doesn't make sense, and it ran its course, and like there was a lot of negativity in that, so I just wanted to leave that behind. But yeah, so as Johanna said too, as you grow, you start to see things in a different light, and yeah. So when it comes to like negativity, I find that I want nothing to do with that. Especially like as you get older too, new things happen in your life, and new experiences, and yeah. So, and self-love is so important, because you have to love yourself first before you love anyone else, whether it's like an intimate relationship, friend relationship, or find a friend that grows with you and you help each other grow. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like definitely there's like a fine line. Like it's like Leslie was saying in the beginning, like it's kind of like there has to be some type of balance between, between like we're friends, and so I'm gonna, like I'm gonna support you, but also like a fine line between supporting you, but also like calling you out when, I mean, like in a way, like being truthful with you, you know. There's a really it's like and it's like I feel like it's such a like very like delicate balance, you know. And some people just don't find a balance, like one way or another. It's either like I support you in all your BS and anything you do, like you could be making terrible decisions and I would support you, because that's just not true friendship. And then the other way around also, though, it's not gonna be like I'm I'm like kind of giving you your truth all the time, to the point where like I'm just it's like even like to the point where it's draining, like what I mean. So like I feel like it's such a delicate balance, and like teeter tottering like either way could just be like really harmful, regardless. So yeah, so I feel like it's just like friendship is all about balance in that sense when it comes to positive energy and negative energy. It's just kind of like like it's not negative energy if it's truthful, if you're being truthful, and and being truthful, but like in a loving way, not like in a I'm trying to put you down type of way, like like you suck and this is what you're doing wrong and your life is a joke, like no, not like that, but more like a look, like I've noticed that you've been doing this and that, and maybe that's not the best thing for you, just because that's what friendship is about. It's being truthful, but also supporting you at the same time. And yeah, I feel like the same thing when Natasha said she can count her friends on one hand. I think I'm like I don't think I'm down to one yet. I think I'm down to two. Like we'll see in the coming years where we're gonna get. But right now I think we're on two hands. Like we've got like two solid hands, but that's it. And definitely I feel like but for me personally, I know like, there are a lot of people who are like, oh, if we're friends and like, I don't like your energy, I'm just going to cut you off and we're never going to talk again. But I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I don't think I would do that with anybody, to be honest. Like, oh, like we can never talk again. No, we can talk again. It's just like, we're not friends though. Like, we're not hanging out on the daily like we did back in the day. We're not doing that. It's like, maybe one day we can talk and we can catch up. How you doing? How's life? You alive? You doing good? Oh, you got 2 kids now? That's awesome. You know what I mean? Good for you. Oh, you're engaged? Great. Awesome. I'm happy for you. But not like we're going to hang out all the time. We're friends. Because, they're just some friendships that they don't age well. they just don't. And that's okay. But in a sense, like, even if our friendship didn't age well, I don't want to have any resentment towards you. Like we can still be friends on social media, like each other's pictures, and once in a while react to each other's stories. Oh, that was a funny meme. Oh yeah. Oh, that meme's funny too. Oh, nice. Like But I feel like you still have to you have to realize that you don't have to force a friendship with anybody, And if it's forced, it's just not meant to be. You're just trying to force something that literally doesn't need to happen. Everybody doesn't have to be your friend. Some people are just meant to be an acquaintance, and that's fine.
Yeah. Another thing you said too, like my best friend and I were just talking about it the other day. It was like she's like, Tash, I'm not gonna tell you like what you want to hear, like but like I trust her opinion on everything and stuff. But like like there is that balance where it's like she kind of like lets me live, but then also like kind of like grounds me at the same time, where it's like like she helps me see a different perspective of things. So yeah, but like for example, my friends like that. It's good.
All right. So, do you guys have anything else to add about this topic, or you want to move on?
I think we're good.
Okay. So the next topic is, what do you think about horoscopes?
I love horoscopes. I live through horoscopes. But you know what? I wait until the end of my day to read my horoscope for the day and be like, oh my god, that happened. There's like an app. I think it's called Daily Horoscope. But that one's so accurate, I think. Like, do you guys think about like compatibility and stuff? Or like there's my
no, I'm not even gonna lie.
She's so into it.
I look at it sometimes because I'm just like, it's just interesting. It's just interesting, Like, do I believe it or per se? Not really, but I just like to look at it. I think it's fun to look at, Especially like, I think it's funny, like, like when you have a crush on somebody, like you'll look and be like, oh look, we're compatible.
Right?
It's like written in the stars, like.
It's funny because, or you could even be like, oh yeah, I'm such a Libra, like I'm such a Libra. I have this, I do this, but I don't know.
Or when it's like when the season starts, you gotta flaunt, Like it's Capricorn season,
right? Libra gang.
I'm a Capricorn, by the
way. But those things that come up, like you're a true Pisces if this, and everything on it is a good attribute. So you sit in there and you're reading like,
yes, that's me. That's me.
That's me too.
It's funny though, because you know how many times, and it's funny because then you'll tell somebody, they're like, oh, what's your zodiac sign? And you'll tell them and they'll be like, oh, I could guess that. Or they'll be like, really? Like one of my coworkers, she was like, what's your zodiac sign? I was like, I'm a Capricorn. She's like, I don't usually like Capricorns. She's like, I like you, but that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the other day she comes to me at work, she's like, today I like Capricorn. I'm like, okay. I'm like, just today? All right,
honestly,
great.
I have only had bad experiences with Scorpio men.
And
I don't Scorpio men, yeah. I could be really, really great friends with Scorpio women, but Scorpio men, something's wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my friends are Scorpios actually though.
Really?
Scorpios. My best friend's a Leo. Their best friend's a Virgo.
Scorpio Pisces thing. But
which
then
apparently Virgo and Capricorn are like best friends. Apparently.
Or what?
Best friends, like apparently like very compatible. Yeah, apparently Virgos and Capricorns are very, very compatible.
Really?
Yeah.
My best friend, they're Virgo, Pisces, and Aquarius. But I don't really like Aquarius. No, that's just me. Aquarius women, it's hard. It's hard when it's challenging.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Johanna, what are you? No, you're not.
No, I'm Pisces.
You're a Pisces?
I'm Cancer.
Yeah.
I know you're a Pisces, Leslie, because my dad's a Pisces. I like Pisces people.
Do you like Cancers?
Capricorn. Yes, I like Cancers.
It's funny because people say that like I know like the biggest thing people always say for like Capricorn, but when I say I'm a Capricorn, people are always like, oh, that makes sense, because people say like Capricorns are very like like workaholics, like very like perfectionists, like always like working, like about their money, like so like every time I tell people I'm a Capricorn, they're like, oh, that makes sense why you have like four different sources of income. I'm like, hell yeah, because I'm not trying to be poor. I mean, I'm still poor, but
Yeah. I'm definitely the dreamy, emotional Pisces person. Like, it's like I live in a fairy tale land. Unfortunately, nobody else is there with me. So,
I feel like I'm such a Libra. Like I'm so what's it called, indecisive. You know, I don't know. I'm lovable. I don't know. I think I'm.
lovable.
I'm
so
lovable.
Johanna, I know like
Libra.
people say Cancer's things are like they're supposed to be like really emotional, right?
That's me.
Aw.
Emotional, quiet, what else? Lovable and stuff, but I have a really bad temper. That's Cancer. The claws will come out.
You know what's so crazy? So my cousin, she goes really into horoscopes, right? She's like, and it confused me because she's like, oh, I think you're, she's like, you're a Virgo rising, you're this, something, something, and I'm like, what? And then if
No.
I get like, if I'm really heated or something, she's like, yeah, it's a Scorpio in you, and I was like, what? What's going on? Like, what? But yeah,
that's
and I was
just
like,
so, that's too deep, man.
No, yeah, you know that they have that new feature now on Snapchat. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They have the new feature on Snapchat now where like you put your like you put a bunch of stuff there and then they tell you which is like your rising, whatever, like all that other stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't tell you what mine were because I don't freaking remember. I have to look at my Snapchat.
Yeah, I have to go
Yeah,
back.
it's too much.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too deep for me.
But yeah, I won't be reading my horoscope every day.
No.
No,
Me
we
neither.
like, oh my god, you know, my day was such a bad day. Or like, oh, I'm curious about this. Let me see, and I'll just like look, because that's the only place that I look. This only app, like this one app. I mean, it's so accurate that I'm like, yo, I think like this person's like listening to me through the phone or something. Like, I don't know. It's scary how like accurate it is.
They
But yeah,
probably are.
I know.
I just look at compatibility.
Technology.
Hmm.
Yep.
I just look
It's
at
like when you're
compatibility.
talking about
That's all I
something
look
and then
at.
suddenly you start seeing all these ads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So since we have so many topics, I think we're okay with the horoscopes. We're gonna go to the next topic. So the next topic, I had brought that one, and then actually I put like on the list. I just put friend zoning, but this is actually the meme. This is I had to share the meme. So this is the meme that I got the friend zoning topic from. So it's when a woman friend zones you, she's actually saying that she doesn't consider you to be high status enough to be sexually worthy, but she will use your resources in the meantime. So what do you guys think about that? And about friend zoning in general. What do we think about friend zoning? Like do you think a lot of women intentionally friend zone people? Or have you ever like intentionally friend zone someone where you're like, I know that you like me, but I'm just going to friend zone you anyway? And you know, like has there ever been that type of energy? Be honest. We're supposed to be keeping it real here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I've intentionally friend zone people.
Mhm.
And unintentionally. But probably more so unintentionally than intentionally. Like if it's just an energy thing, man. And if I'm not feeling you like that, but I think that you're a really cool person and we could hang, then
Yeah, the amount of people have like run away because I said like, oh, I don't like you like that, but like I'd love to be your friend, and they just like up and leave. I'm like, what?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like nobody wants to be friends anymore. Like, all
Yeah.
right.
do y'all think that somebody is it possible for somebody to escape
Wait,
the
Natasha
friend
didn't answer the question. Natasha being
Sorry,
quiet.
Natasha,
Everybody
go.
answer Natasha.
I
Go.
was trying to dodge it. I was like, yes, they moved on.
Amelia called you out.
Right. It's okay. I didn't answer it either, but I'm waiting for Natasha to go first.
Okay, so do I intentionally friend zone someone? I mean, yeah, like just like Leslie said, like if you're not really feeling it and you know, you see that person better as a friend, then yeah. Or sometimes I don't even personally want to be in a relationship with anyone, just because like I'm like, you know, I want to focus on myself. But or if even if there's scenarios where like you do like that person back, but then like there's certain characteristics about them that you're not really feeling, or whatever, then you friend zone. It's, I don't know.
Because sometimes there are red flags, so you're like, mm-mm. And the thing is about red flags is some, like we have talked about red flags before. Some of them, you know, you can get around, and some of them you're like, no, I can't deal with that. So if you see a big enough red flag, you might be like, this is a red flag, and it's not a red flag enough that I won't be your friend, but it is a red flag enough that, you know, I'm gonna friend zone you. We're just gonna be friends, you know. So I'm gonna tell you straight up that I have done all of the things, all of them. I have intentionally, unintentionally, like there was one guy, like I wanted to friend zone him so much. I told him that I like girls. I told him that I had a
You did
boyfriend.
not.
I made up an entire fake boyfriend just so that he wouldn't like me. None of the things worked, but I tried all of the things. I really did.
Okay. You didn't put fake boyfriend or like, oh,
One time when I told that guy that I liked girls, he was more intrigued. I was like,
Mistake.
all right, I hate it here. When I told him I had a boyfriend, he was still intrigued. I was like, you're crazy, you know that's kind of wild. Like,
wow.
Like I made up a whole fake boyfriend, and he was like, oh, that's cool. And he was still like trying to flirt with me. I'm sir.
Wow.
I'm about to make up a fake engagement too in a minute, like, and a fake marriage, and Photoshop a picture. Like, I don't know what I need to do.
Like, I'm pregnant.
He sounds like he about to be
Literally.
on Investigation Discovery sometime in the future. Like, you can see him on a true crime show or something.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But and then I've done unintentionally where I just, and it's funny because I was having a conversation with my best friend the other day. I was like, I feel like maybe like distant friends, but I feel like, you know, a lot of girls have close friends that are of the opposite gender. And I literally can't do that because it never works out. And I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if y'all ever feel, I don't know if y'all feel like that, but I feel like every time I try to be like in a platonic like friendship with a guy who is single, we cannot be in a platonic friendship. And I'm like, sir, I don't like you. I don't want to be your girl. Like, I just want to be your friend because I think you're cool people to be friends with, but nothing else. I feel like I cannot do it. It can't be a thing for me.
It always happens, and it's like, oh man, and then you feel terrible when you're like, you know, I'm not about it. But yeah, like, I mean, yeah, but I've noticed like growing up too, like I swear I can't be like good friends with a guy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, when I was little, I wasn't allowed to be friends with boys. Like, I wasn't allowed
high school, girl.
Like, I wasn't allowed to hang out with boys. And then in high school, that's when it started happening in high school. It was like, oh, we're friends. We're like, I like you. It was like, no, ew, we're friends. Like, stop it. And then and then you hit them with you're like a brother to me.
That's the worst thing you can say. Oh my god.
And then they're like,
I think so.
and I'm like, sorry, but it's true. Like,
for me, my brain goes, if I have absolutely no interest in you and you tell me that you like me, my first thought is like, no, we can't be friends anymore because it's gonna be too weird.
Yeah.
There's a like agenda there.
Yeah.
And then, or like if they flirt and stuff, and it's just like, we stop, like we're friends. What are you doing?
Yeah. I told you guys that one time I had a whole confession of love happen, and I really was like, I'm gonna try to still be friends. I'm gonna try to still be friendly. And then you know what it was? That it was like, then all of a sudden get a call. Hey, you want to go to dinner? Yeah, sure. Who'll be there? Just me and you. No. But really, who's gonna be there? Oh, no, just me and you. Oh, sounds not good. Sounds like I'm busy that day.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, friend zoning is something that I'm quite too familiar with.
Y'all ever been friend zoned?
Oh yeah, that's not fun. That's actually not fun.
Natasha, why are you giggling like that?
What's going on?
Just once, okay? But yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah.
Guys, I was work zoned once.
You were what zone?
Work zone.
Guys.
Oh, work zone?
Wait, work zone. What's work zone?
Who are you liking at the
It
hospital?
wasn't even a friend zone. It was this is just a working relationship.
Oh, shoot.
Yikes.
Ouch.
That hurts. Guys,
And I remember messaging my friend and I was like, I think I just got work zoned.
No.
I feel like that's worse than friend zone because you can't like change your face.
guys, I've work zone people. And I have also been friend zoned. And it was quite recent, but we're not gonna talk about that. But anyway. But yeah, that's a private conversation for later.
This is
After hours, girls.
Yeah.
Right. So
After the good.
be like, if you guys buy the premium package, you'll be.
What is this, OnlyFans?
If you use your discount code Natasha.
OnlyFans.
No, please.
Only
No,
girls.
guys, but I don't know if you guys heard that it's not what it used to be now. They put restrictions on that. They were like, you can't do all that anymore.
But they're taking some of it off now because the backlash was so big. Yeah.
No, yeah, they're like putting restrictions now.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they're not letting people put any like sexual content on there anymore. Like it's not a thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because it's to the point where it's like it was known for that. Because I knew like people who were like they had an OnlyFans and it was literally just subscribe to my OnlyFans for exclusive content, and it literally wasn't even anything like it was literally exclusive content. And people were thinking that they were like stripping OnlyFans, and they were like, no, I'm literally making exclusive content. That's literally what I'm doing. Like it's literally me making a video. Like videos I make on Instagram only you gotta pay for it. Like that's literally the only difference.
Oh. I literally thought OnlyFans was just like pornography or something.
I thought
that's the thing is that's what people think, but it's really just supposed to be. It's really just supposed to be a site where people can subscribe to your content and pay for it. That's literally all it is. But people started saying like you got to pay for something else, you know, like.
Yeah, you want to see my toes? No, I'm like.
One of my friends told me that one time. She's like, "Yo, make an OnlyFans and just post your feet."
That's what my friend said too. That's what I said.
Just post your feet. People will pay to look at your feet. People with these foot fetishes, they will pay for pictures of people's feet. Like, I think that's the grossest thing because I'm one of those people who finds feet to be like gross.
Okay.
I hate feet. They're so gross. Like, ugh. Yeah.
So I mean, like you telling me that somebody's paying for pictures of stinky toes, like crusty toes, like that's just weird to me.
The only feet I'll touch are my own. No one else is like.
Yeah. Or even like my siblings will play on me like, oh, like they would try to like put their foot on me. I'm like, don't touch me with your foot.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
So gross.
Yeah. All right, so I think we go to the next topic. So the next topic, guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this video like all over your For You page, but I've been seeing it all over mine. And I actually stitched this video too. So it was a video that everybody was stitching where the girl's like, would you ever let a guy take you to a chain restaurant on a first date? Have you guys seen that?
Yep.
Okay, Johanna's seen it. So yeah, so that's the video. It was a girl who was like, oh, you know, would you ever let a guy take you to a chain restaurant on a first date? And so people like, a lot of people like, you know, we're just talking about like even like chain restaurants on dates in general. So I'm gonna tell you guys the video that I made. What I had said about it was that I think like people have this like automatic like idea about like chain restaurant versus non-chain restaurant. Because like in reality, and like even like Natasha, I think it was you had asked me like when I even brought up the topic, you were like, oh, you mean like McDonald's or something? But the thing is that like people don't realize like chain restaurant is literally just a chain restaurant. So a chain restaurant could be McDonald's, a chain restaurant could be Applebee's, it could be Outback, it could be, you know, like Chili's, it could be Red Lobster. So you know what I mean? Like chain restaurants are not all the same thing. So if they say, oh, a guy taking you to a chain restaurant, it could be he's taking you to Red Lobster as opposed to he's taking you to McDonald's, you know? So those are two very different things. So like, so that was my thing, is I was like, it depends on the chain restaurant because first of all, I think that the idea of chain restaurant, I feel like in a way it's less of a monetary thing and more of a like, you kind of got a lack of creativity over here taking me to Red Lobster, you know? So I think it's a more of that because people made it like a very like, you know, like this girl's trying to hustle me, like she's trying to get my money, she's trying to get me to buy her expensive things. But in reality, I feel like if the chain restaurant that we're talking about, right, that's in question, is like Red Lobster, then it's like I could find a really nice non-chain restaurant and actually probably pay less than Red Lobster. You know what I mean? So I feel like it definitely depends on what place we're talking about. You know, and I literally said in my video, if you take me to Burger King, I'm dumping you, like, because Burger King upsets my stomach. So don't take me there because we're breaking up. Like,
Whopper
we're
wings?
breaking up on this date if you take me to Burger King because it's nasty. I don't know. You guys are in different places. I don't know if your guys' Burger King is better because our Burger King over here in the States, like, is terrible. The last time I went over there, my stomach was like upset for days. So it's like the only fast food restaurant that I will not go to. But yeah, so I'm like, it depends on the place. But in reality, the other thing that has been brought up by the topic is kind of like, does it really matter where we're going? It kind of matters like who I'm going with. Like, some people had expressed like, yo, you could really take me to McDonald's, you could really take me to Wendy's for this 4 for $4, and I will be like, it's okay because you're here, you know. So what do you guys think? So now that I've set the tone, what do you guys think about this? What's your take?
Yeah, it it definitely is one of those like you have to be on the same page kind of thing. Like you have to know your person, and especially if it's like I guess a first date. You don't want to make it all about like money and stuff like that because you are really getting to know the person, but at the same time, you don't want to go somewhere where your stomach is upset for 4 days after. But I mean, it's personally, I don't think I would care like if it was a first date because I'm there to, you know, get to know the person and whatever. And I guess, I don't know, talk about what we would do next and what we're looking forward to do. It's like you said, chain restaurants could vary, McDonald's to Red Lobster. Like, I mean, if you're if you're still with that person, you're celebrating like, I don't know, like your 3rd year anniversary when you're going to McDonald's. I don't know. Personally, for me, maybe we could, you know, save and do something else. But if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford, right? It's very much like know your person kind of thing. I don't know. I've been out of it for so long. I don't care at this point.
As long as the struggle is real, be like, yo, ma, you could get anything you want off the dollar menu.
Hey, yo, give me that junior chicken.
Please. Yeah. For me personally, I'm not really a materialistic person, so like I wouldn't be too crazy like, oh, I want to go to the keg, or like I'm not like that. But I think I deserve something nice too, you know. And it really depends on the restaurant too. Like Amelia said, like it can be a really cute like what's it called? A cute small like restaurant that does have like, you know, candlelight dinner or something like that, an affordable menu. Or it can be, you know, if you want to take me to Red Lobster, that's great too, you know. I hate Moxie's, but anyways, yeah.
Really?
I don't like their menu anymore. Yeah, no, but yeah, and then also like for a first date, I don't want to break your wallet also, because like what if we don't like each other, and like
right, that's actually a really good point too. Like a first date, where the heck are we going? Like, because it's not our 10th anniversary, it's our first date. Like,
yeah, because one time I went on my date with this guy, and he took me to this place, and I got steak and everything. The guy cut my steak for me and everything, and like it was only left for him to feed me. And I'm like, oh my god! But I didn't see where it went. Like I didn't want to see it going anywhere else, you know. So I felt really bad. I'm like, yo, this guy just bust how much money on me, and like, you know, I'm not gonna like talk to him after this. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm not too crazy. And again, it really depends who you're with. Like I'll go to like, you know, like McDonald's or something. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, don't on the first date, but you know, like yeah, I don't mind. Or you want to go get ice cream? Let's go get ice cream or something like that. Like I'm fine with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna like break your wallet also. And then for me, too, like I look at the menu and I'm like, I want the steak, but it's our first day, so I'll get the pasta. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, but I also go with the intention of I'm possibly paying for my food too. So you know, it's like that.
Just in case.
Just in case, yo. Yeah, make sure your bank.
But it's funny because for me, like, y'all know I'm being exposing myself here all the time. I never been on a real date or nothing, right? But I always like think that like a first date is not supposed to be nowhere that crazy, you know?
Mhm.
Like I feel like typically, you know, in the movie you see people go on a first date, they're like, oh, let's go to a little cafe. And they like
Yeah.
eat like little, you know, a little thing with like some coffee and they're like talking. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's like I think that's an ideal first date. Like to just go somewhere like simple where you can just kind of sit down and talk, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't think
feel
it's
it's
really
cute
like you need to
cafe.
go all out and be like in a gown at some fancy place.
No.
Like what do you think, Leslie?
I agree with everything you guys said, but my curiosity would probably take me. So I would probably be thinking, is it like a gag or something? Is this his sense of humor coming out? Like,
I mean, shoot, like if
if
he's
he
taking
took
you to
me
McDonald's.
or something. Yeah, exactly. If he took me
Like,
to McDonald's or something. If he took me to Olive Garden, I wouldn't mind because it's just a chain, but it doesn't mean that it's not a decent restaurant.
Mhm.
And then, the same thing that Tasha was saying, I don't want you to spend all this money on me and then this probably will not go anywhere.
Mhm.
So, but we probably don't need to go anywhere to eat. Like, there's so much more to do for a first date than just eating. Like, let's find something else to do. Let's see how creative you could be.
Yeah.
no, and it's like, have you guys ever heard? You guys remember that? You guys remember that Beyonce song? The one that's like, "Baby, me good at take you after Red Lobster."
Yes,
I just
yes,
thought
yes,
of that.
yes,
But
yes.
everybody was talking about you just take me to Red Lobster. I was like, well, Beyonce said. So I'm like, clearly Beyonce is like, take me to Red Lobster. Like, or no, on the
Exactly.
contrary, I'm gonna take you to Red Lobster.
Right.
I like Red Lobster.
I love Red Lobster, and you know the
like
biscuits. Those
Yes.
biscuits.
The cheddar biscuits.
I always ask for a doggy bag. Like, can I get some to go home? Yeah, please. Yeah.
But I
also
feel like
chicken.
that's the thing. I
Or,
feel like in reality, if you like, if you really like the person, it's like I'm not really gonna care where we go. But in a way, I just kind of like, ideally, like I would just kind of wish that you have like, you know, some type of creativity, not to be like, oh, I'm gonna take you somewhere that you've probably gone to like 48 times in your life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you know, just to think like, oh, let's go to like, it's like Natasha was saying, it could be like this like, you know, little like small business, little restaurant that's like really good, and it's not even that expensive, but it's like, you know, it's something different. It's not like a chain. It's somewhere where he's gonna be like, oh, you've probably never been here, or if you've been here, maybe you've been here like one time only, as opposed to like taking me to Applebee's where I was like twice a week all throughout college. Like, so yeah. So yeah, so I think we can go to the next topic. The next topic was men doing their eyebrows and nails. What do we think about that?
Like to be groomed or like
I
they're doing
think
like
no,
long
because
nails?
men are doing their nails. Like they're doing their nails. Like
Yes.
they're
And
like,
they're
I'm
both.
about to get a whole design on my nails as a man.
Yes.
Like, and these are like straight, like cisgender men. These are not like, they're not even like, and not that, you know, of course, y'all already know me. Like, not that there's anything wrong with it, but you know, like they're not, you know, they're literally straight cisgender men who are like, I'm gonna paint my nails because it's cool. You know, like that's like a trend that's happening right now. So what do you guys think about that? Like Johanna, if your boyfriend was like, I'm gonna paint my nails, like would you
Like,
be
okay,
like, you do you, boo. Go
giving
ahead.
me those like 70s, 80s rocker vibes. Whatever you whatever you like.
Or like, I mean, getting your eyebrows done, I don't think is that serious. But also like getting your eyebrows done. Like, would that be like weird for you?
No.
Yeah. Like
As long as they look nice.
yeah,
The
like
eyebrows are clean.
like a
I don't
clean
think I could
cut.
do it in nails thing.
Yeah, like clean cut, shaved, whatever. You know, I mean, if you want to groom your eyebrows, it's great. I guess I actually know a lot of like guy friends that get their nails done, like, but not to put nail polish on it, but just like like they'll treat themselves. They'll get their toes done, their nails done,
Like a manicure,
their
yeah.
eyebrows. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, but no nail polish. It's like the wax and like the eyebrow
It's
stuff.
the
And like,
extreme.
I'll never forget one time I was doing my nails and this guy came in and he, of course he was like a pretty boy, right? And he's like, "Can I get my eyebrows done?" And I was like, "What?" I was so shocked, like when I was younger, but I was like, "Whoa!" But yeah, like a lot of guys do.
No, I think there. Let me tell you something. I've mentioned it to my dad a few times. I'm like, yo, daddy, like men be getting their brows done. Like you should get, because I had, because I like butchered my eyebrows when I was little because I had them. But I had like my dad's eyebrows when I was little, and my dad has like really thick eyebrows, So I always tell my dad, I'm like, yo, daddy, men be doing their eyebrows now. You can lose a little cleanup. He's like, I don't do that. I don't do my eyebrows. But like, I think that there are men who like naturally have very like, messy brows, and like if they want to clean them up, I think that's totally fine. On the contrary, I would encourage it. Like, shoot, if my man had really messy brows, I'd be like, come with me. Let's go fix that. Let's go fix it. Like,
Right? Or
it's not an issue,
Fuck it out. Nothing. Yeah. I think
I wouldn't pluck it out. I'd probably cut him or something.
Oh gosh. I don't even pluck my own eyebrows. I can't handle the pain.
Yeah, it's like I don't know why, but for some reason the idea of someone else like pulling out my hair is kind of like more okay with me, because then when I'm pulling out my hair, I feel like it's weird. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm causing myself pain.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking masochist! Like, what's happening? Like, why are we doing this? But all right, so I think we can go on to the next topic. So these next two are, I think 15 minutes might be just enough for both of them. I'm hoping we get to both of them, because these are the two of the most trending things on the internet right now. So the first one is, this one's a little bit old because it's kind of been around for a few weeks now, but we didn't have Girl Talk last week. So the first one is celebrities not bathing. People are coming out here on this internet to tell the world that they do not bathe very often. Like, I know, Leslie, when I said it, you were like, wait, what? No, I don't know. So I don't know if you guys have all heard about this, but this is the thing. I don't know if we've all heard about this, but for any of us who haven't, I think it had started with like, what I think it started with, because I had seen those tweets, was like with Ashton Kutcher and his wife talking about how like something about how they don't like shower their baby every day or something. And so somehow that triggered conversations of other people who happen, I like to just state that they happen to be from the Caucasus Mountains, also stating that they do not shower very often. And, coincidentally, it happens to be, white people talking about how they do not shower. And I'm just like, and I just think that as Caribbean women, to give our perspective on this should be quite interesting, because so I had seen like some of the tweets that I had seen that people were replying to his tweet where like they were saying, so they were saying that they don't like shower their baby every day, like, or whatever, or something like that. And then people had been replying saying like, oh, it's okay. Only shower them when they've gone outside. Or some people said, only shower them when they look dirty. And then the one that killed me was somebody said, oh, as a child, they only showered me on Saturdays. So, and then this has triggered apparently a lot of other white celebrities to come out on the internet and say, oh, what do you mean? Like, that's normal. Like, I don't take a shower every day. So what do you guys think about this? About people just coming out here just talking about how they do not take a shower every day? This is the weirdest topic ever. This is the weirdest thing ever, guys. I don't know why. This is a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, these are people with money.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Resources to shower and bathe yourself and uphold the hygiene and keep yourself clean.
mm-hmm. Like your water bill, you don't even think about that because you have money. Like it's just like coming out of your, I don't know, bank account or something. You're not even looking at. You don't even know what's on. Like,
you don't gotta go down to a river. You don't gotta go down to a river to try to shower. Like, I'm gonna walk a mile, go down to this river,
Right.
and take the shower. Like, that's not the case,
right?
Yeah, with the
Or
buckets
fetch
outside.
water. Yeah, or like fetch water, or like heat water up, and like you don't have to do none of that. Like I don't get it. I don't get it at
There are
all.
people who don't have water supplies to their homes who bathe every day because they find a way.
Exactly, they understand it. I think this is one of those you're so privileged to the point where like
You don't feel like bathing.
I don't, like
I don't even have to shower.
I don't understand
I'm
that.
so privileged. I don't even have to shower.
I'm
man.
so
Like,
rich. I do not need to bathe.
No, so nasty. I think even for Caribbeans too, speaking for all Caribbeans, we are very cleanliness, like it's a must. So I couldn't even like I can't leave my house if I didn't shower. Like that's how I am. Like that's how I grew up. Like, you know, like I'm not gonna like if they're like, oh come let's go quick. No, I have to like bathe first before I go anywhere because like I don't know, I feel clean. Like I feel better. Like I feel refreshed. Like I don't know. That's how.
And the thing I think is most mind-boggling about this, because I know that I had seen some things with people saying like, oh, like it's like it's like the idea of going out, because I know some people had said like during the quarantine they weren't showering. So I was like, okay, because I was kind of like, even if you're not going outside and seeing people, like you smelling yourself. So I don't know how you wouldn't shower for yourself, and so that you don't be smelling that stank yourself. Talking about I didn't shower this whole week because we were in quarantine. I didn't go nowhere. Weird, but weird, but you're literally gonna go outside and like live your whole life for an entire week without taking a shower. Like that's just strange to me. And then it's also the thing of like the kids, because this started with the kids, or at least that's where I think it started, because that's the first thing I've seen about it. Like, do you know how much kids mess around and jump around and get sweaty and nasty? Like, my little siblings, like y'all know, like I'm the oldest of my siblings. My little siblings, like I can imagine if they didn't take a shower every day. Like, shoot, like I'm just like, do you guys know what kids are like? Kids, like little kids, they jump around all day. Like they smell nasty very quickly. So I'm just like, the fact that you're like, I'm not gonna shower my kid so he looks dirty,
and they
like,
have
so I can physically see that he looks dirty. Like
they're always on the floor. That's disgusting.
Yeah, literally. And like somebody was like, oh, I don't shower them unless they play outside. I'm like, but they on the floor of your house, and they, you know, sometimes they're like eating and they drop things on the floor and they're rolling around on the floor, and they're sticky and they're sweaty, and you don't shower them. Like that's just
and they go straight into the bed like that. Like
exactly.
No.
Did you at least wash the bed sheets? Maybe not.
Maybe not. That's a whole nother
Maybe
thing.
not that. Right. This is weird. All right, guys. So we have 8 minutes left, so I think we can get into this real quick, because this is the thing that has taken the internet for the past, I think it's been like 2 days or something. It's this damn box crate challenge. These dang people jumping on boxes and falling on their asses. What do we think about this, guys? Is this good old fun? Right? Do you guys think this is good old fun, or is this just like reckless and stupid?
It's reckless and stupid because people are behaving like we have the room for them in the ER. What is this?
I know, and some people are saying, "Oh, there are going to be more cases of that than COVID."
Exactly.
You know,
like, we got this Delta variant. All I can say, a lot of those people, a lot of those videos were here in the United States of America, where I don't know, y'all seen this map that's going around. There is no room in hospitals in the United States of America, especially in Florida. I don't want to hear about nobody in Florida doing this damn crate box challenge, because you know what? Y'all don't got hospital beds anyway, so you cannot afford to break a leg right now.
Oh my God.
Because basically, like 75% of the state of Florida has COVID right now, so we don't need you guys to fall off a crate too, because there's no room for that in the hospital. Like no one, the doctors do not have the time for you to break your leg trying to be funny on the internet. Like I don't.
Johanna, did you see that one where it was like people in Canada are not doing a challenge because we have milk bags?
Look at that.
I was dying. I was like, yeah, it's so true.
Wait, but I've seen all those TikToks where they're like, guys, I'm confused. Where are you getting so many crates from? I'm like, honestly, because even if something like had possessed me to try to do this crate box challenge, my thing is, where the hell am I finding all these crates? Like, where?
Did you guys see
like literally somebody was like, is there a special on crates somewhere? Like, is there a crate store that's having a special, like buy 10 get 12 free? Like, what is happening?
But then they're saying that it was a joke, but they're saying that certain colored people or non-colored people are putting crates in certain, like, in the projects. That's what they're
shoot.
Yeah. So
I think I see something like that. That like they're putting crates in the hood to make people like try to do this and like hurt themselves.
Bro, like they're trying to get rid of us. They're just setting us up. but then you're the one who's climbing the crate. Okay, but then I also saw another thing too where it's in prison now. The prison people, and then you see like they have cameras. I'm like, wait, camera phones, and I'm like, wait, how do you?
They got
but
they got iPhones in jail.
Yeah, the inmates have cell phones, and then one of the inmate is like climbing up the crate, and then they're all like, oh, and yeah, like it's just crazy. And I'm like, what is going on in jail too? I don't know. It's like a
I want to know how the jail people got phones and they got Instagram.
What? They have everything. Oh, and they had Crocs, green, yellow Crocs. No, wait, orange Crocs. Sorry. So they're like, wait, cell phone, Crocs, crates. What else?
I'm like, is this jail? That's only rich jail. That's what that is. That's the rich people jail. That's first class jail right there.
They probably don't bathe either.
Look, you heard it here first. If you did the crate challenge, you didn't bathe either. No, I saw this one video of this girl who was like, I'm about to ask on a first date. If I go on a first date with anybody, I'm going to say, the first thing I'm going to ask them is, did you do this crate challenge? Because that tells me a lot about you. That tells me that you're reckless and that you make bad decisions and that you don't care about your life. And so if you make poor decisions by doing a crate challenge, you're going to make poor decisions in this relationship.
Literally, it's a bunch of adults doing it.
That's the thing. And I was literally telling that to my coworker today. I was like, a lot of these, some of them I've seen are teenagers, which teenagers are teenagers and they do stupid things every day. Like, that's not, no offense, teenagers, but that's not a surprise, you know? They did the Tide Pod challenge. Like, we expect anything from them at this point, from teenagers, like from that age group. But I'm just like, there are adults doing this challenge. Like, there are adults my age.
Or like uncles too, even doing
this challenge. Right, like what? Literally, I've seen people doing this with their fathers. Like, whose father was doing the crate challenge? Like, why? I'm like, we grown. Like, you guys have time for that? Don't y'all got work in the morning? Like, you don't have time to break a leg. You don't have no sick days. Like, you don't have no time off work. You don't have time off of work to be breaking legs right now. So sit down. Like, sit.
Maybe they're doing the crate challenge so they don't have to go to work. Just joking.
That's the gag. Your job finds out you did the crate challenge, you're gonna get fired from your job.
If you don't die falling off the box,
you're gonna be like, oh wait, right, exactly. Like, I just don't know, because honestly, people really could die. Like, I see some of these crate challenges are so high up. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, if they fall off of there, it's over. It's all over. Like,
some of them fall on the crate, or like their head will like fall and hit the crate, or like and then get hit by another crate, and it's like. Ooh.
Yeah, like there are just so many possibilities. Like, you could hit your head, you could break a leg, you could break an arm. Like, there are just too many possibilities of the ways that it could go wrong. And I just don't understand why. We're in the middle of a pandemic. So why is it that you guys have this tendency to, if I do not get this virus, let me just put my life in danger regardless. Like,
oh man.
Like, if COVID don't kill me, let me try to find more ways. Like, why? Like, why? I
even saw a cop doing it too.
I saw that too. Yes,
he
made it. A cop.
Yeah,
there was a cop doing it.
Okay,
and he made it right. At least the cop made it. Because imagine a cop doing this in front of all of the citizens, and then the cop having to go to the hospital, and us having to call the ambulance for the cop. Like, that could have gone wrong.
But you bet he'd get there with a helicopter though, because the cops have like first.
And they find a bed for him. Even if it was Florida, they find a bed for the cop.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, even if they make a cot or something. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Word of the day. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. Don't go buying no box crates.
And bake.
Bake.
And bake. Yeah.
Yes. Don't buy crates. Please take a shower several times. Several times. Get between the ears, brush your teeth, like the whole nine, you know? And wash your hands. COVID's still out here. Guys, I saw a video the other day where this girl was like, why is it that they said that once you're vaccinated, you can stop wearing a mask? And now y'all over here in the store sneezing on stuff.
Ew.
And she's like, and then people are out here talking about they don't shower. She's like, you guys, we're in a pandemic still. You guys are not even showering. The CDC said to wash your hands several times a day, and you decided to not take a shower. Like, it just doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. But all right, so that's all the topics we have for today, guys. So thank you guys for joining us. For those of you who are here, you guys know that this is always available for you guys to watch after, which most of you guys do watch it after the live is over. So definitely stay tuned for next week, guys. We'll have much more topics, much more, girl talk. We're here every Wednesday at 7. And if you guys have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, remember that you guys can always DM us. You can put it here in the comments of the video. You can DM us on Instagram at Tempo Networks, or you can also message any of us personally on our platforms as well if you guys have any topics you want to talk about in Girl Talk. And so, yeah. So we'll see you guys next week. And don't forget to keep your tempo up.
Yes.
Keep it
Bye,
up.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.